Hello! Happy Monday! What's up? Let me just share this to my wall. Oh my god. I'm so sore. I worked out twice today and I'm like dying right now. I had to have an extra hamburger just so I don't like shake and die. I'm trying to like get this to focus. It's not focusing. Why won't you focus? Stupid thing. Alright, so let me just post this to my wall. So, Mandy Moore looked freaking gorgeous last night. And I'm in love. So I was like, let's recreate it. Like, why not? Share my timeline. Okay, cool. Excuse me. See you. Putting that down. But yeah, so she looks really pretty at the SAG Awards. And I'm like, okay, I need to recreate this look because I'm in love with it. And I love it, and I love it, and I love it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I have some beauty serum on. My face is feeling kind of right now. It's getting to be that time that comes around every month, which sucks. So all of my makeup looks like crap. Everything just feels like crap. And I'm like, I hate everything. My face is breaking out. It's what happens. So, but we're going to make it work. So we're going to obviously start out with our primer. Any sort of makeup application, you want to start off with a primer. If you don't, you're going to be very upset with yourself. Primer helps keep everything nice and smooth, prevents creasing. Hi, Rachel. So we're putting our primer on. Hi, Charlie. So we're putting our primer on. Let me put that all over, and then we're going to do our eye primer. If I can find the top to this, here it is. Charlie. So we're going to do our eye primer too. So, eye primer is super important too, because if you don't want your makeup to crease, that's a bad thing. Everyone's like, but my eyelids, someone told me they're like, my eyelids are sweaty, and I'm like, your eyelids are not sweaty. You're not using a primer. And they're like, oh. So I also got some really cool new brushes in, and I'm really excited. I used them earlier today. They're the flat ones, and I was obsessed with it within like 2 seconds, so I'm really excited to use these again. I love it. Alright, so we're going to start off with our foundation. So we're using our liquid foundation in Organza in our lovely dropper bottle. And a little bit goes a long way with this, so you don't need much. Let me see if I'm holding it up high enough. So about that much. That's good enough. So I'm just kind of tapping it all over and blending it in. My mom said, what are you doing? What are you doing on your face? That's so cool. Oh, thank you. Putting foundation on. We're recreating Mandy Moore's makeup look from the SAG Awards last night. This brush is awesome. I'm obsessed with it. I can't believe I was waiting so long to get it. And now I'm sad I waited so long because I'm obsessed. So foundation first. Hi, Dawn. And we're applying that evenly all over. And then she had the look is more about the eye makeup she had going on. So she had a little bit of contouring, so we're not going to go super crazy like I normally do. So we're going to keep it simple with her contouring that she had. So we're just going to use our pressed powder in Chiffon. Ta-da! Which I'm almost out of. I'm using my little angled brush and going right underneath in the hollow of my cheek. So if you're not sure where to put a contour, suck in your cheeks. Hi, Rebecca! So you suck in your cheekbones and follow that line. And then up top on my forehead. Rebecca, this is the color that we talked about I'm trying to get it in good light. I don't think that would be too dark for you. I think that would be a good color for you, Rebecca. Under our jawline. down her neck just a little. Again, she doesn't have a lot. It's really more about the eye look. She had a very simple look, but I'm like in love with it and I want her dress so bad. It's so pretty. All right. So once we got that done, next up we're going to work on our eyebrows because there's none here. I have no eyebrows. So I'm going to use a little spoolie. Tuck them into place. I'm really excited. I'm getting them microbladed in, shoot, when am I getting them done? Next week. I'm getting them done next week. So I'm getting them microbladed and I cannot wait. So we're going to use our brow palette in Blond. And we're using the Brow Artist brush. And we're going to lightly, in short little hair-like strokes, fill in right where the hair is. And just a wee little bit further, a wee little bit. And bring it in closer, because when we put the powder on, we want the powder to attach to the wax. That way, because my eyebrows are really far apart, that way it brings them closer together. So again, we're doing it on this side, and I'm following the natural path of my brows. I'm not like over exaggerating. I'm following the natural path of them. What is clicking down here? There's something, I don't know, something weird clicking down here. I have like nothing on this eyebrow. Alright, so then we're going to take the flat end of this brush and we're going to take the darker color and we're going to map out where we want our brows to go. So I'm going underneath my brow and connecting. See the streak? So I have it mapped out so I can build upward. You want to build upward when you do your brows. If you go from up down, you can make them look a little too bushy. So I'm filling it on this side too. And again, I'm just following the natural path of my brows. Like I said, I don't want to over exaggerate them. Especially, I'm naturally blonde, so having over exaggerated eyebrows, even with my darker hair, is a little weird. So now I'm just kind of building upward. Still in that short hair like stroke. Still with the darker color. Oh, yay! Thank you, Rebecca. That means a lot. I'm so glad. You're the best. Alright, so now that I have them somewhat filled in, I'm going to take the angled side again, and I'm going to go with the lighter brown. So this lighter brown here, as you guys can see, I use it a lot. And I'm tapping off any excess too, because I don't want it to fall into my face. And building up short little hair-like strokes. So see, it's making it much more connected. I'm still trying to get to 300 likes. I really want to hit that 300. Hopefully by the end of the month. I always like tilt my head when I shouldn't when I'm doing brows. That's okay. Clean that up a little bit. Clean it up! Well, thanks for the love, Charlie. You're the best. Trying to like, it's still, this brow is probably my least favorite. If that's a thing. Like, see that? So we're just going to clean it up. You can just take a Q-tip. There we go. That's better, much better. Alright, so now we're going to do the eye makeup. So to do the eye makeup, we're going to need, if it's too dark, Rebecca, you can always return or exchange it. Just talk to me, okay? You have 14 days to return or exchange anything you might not like. So I don't think it'll be too dark for you because I'm looking at taffeta and that's going to be way too light for you. And that's like the color down. So I think the chiffon will be perfect. Alright, this brow's not working out for me. That's okay. Alright, so we need Addiction Palette 4, which is my favorite. I haven't used it in a while. So she had like, you can use a brush if you use a beauty blender. You apply it to your face and then blend with the beauty blender. These eyebrows are annoying me. They didn't work out how I wanted them to. See, this one's too bushy. Dang it. Story of my life. So eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. I should mention that. However, these look a little bit like feuding cousins. So, alright, well, we're going to move on to eyes, because if I keep picking at it, I'm going to annoy myself. So, we're going to use Addiction Palette 4. It is all the gold tones. It's got a little bit of the blues in it, which she's got in the look. So, I'm excited to use this one. Alright, we're going to start off with the color Tender, which is this light shimmery color. And our eye primer is nice and dry. Hi, Kelly. So we're applying this Tender color all over, a little up past the crease. Just a little up past the crease, not super far, and going in circular motions. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to use, let me find a clean brush, my Harry Potter brush. We are going to use the color Secretive, which is the gold shimmery color here. Tapping off any excess. You always want to tap off excess. And on the outer V, the outer corner of your eye, you're blending. We're going under the eye too, just a little bit. But you're kind of giving yourself that nice bronzy, smoky eye color. Make sure it's even. I really liked her look last night. I showed it to my mom. I was like, Mom, isn't this pretty? So we're kind of blending it out using the color Secretive into the crease a little bit. Okay, and we got it a little bit under the eyes. Dun, da, da, da. And then we're going to take our brush we used for the Tender color, take a little bit of Tender again, and go right underneath the brow bone. To finish blending it, and also to kind of tone it down if it starts to get a little too close, finish blending it, and also accentuating, I feel so fancy when I say that, the brow bone. The nice arch we did in our brow, at least on this side. This one's aight. This one needs a little help. This one needs a lot of help, but it's okay. All right, so next up, she did a little blue in the corner. That's what caught my eye. That's what made me fall in love with this look. Cause I was like, that's so pretty. So we're going to use another Harry Potter brush. Thank you, Monica. And we're going to use the color Cheerful. And we're going to apply that to the inner corner. So we're applying the color Cheerful. So getting that right on in there. So I'm using, this brush actually too is a little rounded, which is good. Because it really gets into the tear duct. And onto the eye. We'll have to clean it up a little bit. Hi, Virginia. So we're putting it in there. Alright, so now we're just going to clean it up a little bit because it did have a little fallout, which we wanted to prevent, but that didn't happen. And actually, I'm going to take this brush too. And let me just blend that out a little bit in there. Okay, so we're going to take some Scarlet concealer. I want to make sure that was closed. Some Scarlet concealer. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to put a little bit on top of the palette. As you guys can tell, I like using my palettes also as like a palette to blend stuff on. So it happens. And we're going to take a cream shadow brush. So this nice little flat brush here. And taking just a little bit. And we're going to go under our eye here. So it's going to brighten that area up. While cleaning up the tear duct. Alright, so we're going to use actually the silicone beauty blender that I have, which is still weird to me, but I like it. And we're going to start blending it. So we use the Scarlet color because the Scarlet is the lightest color. And it's helping battle these lovely purple bags I have under my eye all of a sudden. So like so. The silicone beauty blender is actually not bad. It's still just something to like get used to. Excuse me, because you don't use as much product as you think you would use, and it's just a little like trippy sometimes. So, but since we've done that, now we're just going to put, again, just that little bit of blue. We're going to use the color Triumphant, which is the darker blue. Again, I'm putting it like on the tip of this brush, okay? And still tapping off any excess. Like so. I feel like this is making me look like I have a black eye. Ta-da! Alright, and then we're going to do our mascara. So we're going to use Epic One Step Mascara. My favorite mascara. I love the 3D, but whenever I do the videos at night, I'm like, I'm going to take the 3D off. So I'm like, I might as well just use my One Step. So we're using our Epic One Step Mascara. Giving us nice long lashes with a curl. This stuff is awesome. Even if you wear no makeup, you need this mascara. Trust me, you'll love me for it. Now when I get my bottom lashes, I do the little shake. Because my bottom lashes are longer than my top lashes. Weird. So I try to just do the shake so I don't get them onto underneath my eyes. Just adding one more extra coat. So we got some nice length and curl going. Love this mascara. It's my favorite. Hands down. It's the best. No one can tell me otherwise. Then just touch up again underneath here. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Alright, so after that, we're going to do a little bit of Luminizer, and we're going to do the color Lustrous. So we're using the stick one, so we're using the cream to powder. Because she had a nice glow going on there. So we're going to rub it in on the highest parts of our cheeks. It's going to look blotchy, but we're going to touch it up. And I'm loading it up. And on my nose. Ooh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall! Palette almost fell on the floor. Dale would have been bad. Here we go. I'm going to use this nice little stipple brush. And we're going to blend it in circular motions. Again, staying mostly towards the tops of our cheeks. Now the cream to powder, once this settles in and dries, it'll turn into a powdery finish. So the stipple brush helps with the cream to powder stick, because when you have the stick, it does leave a little streakiness, but having the stipple brush, you're able to move it around better because it has like far apart little bristles, without leaving your face streaky looking with that as well. Ta-da! Then she had like a nude lipstick on. A really pretty nude lipstick on. I don't know if I have my nude down here. Ooh. Let's see. Do I have my nude color? Might not. I met up with someone at Starbucks the other day to talk makeup. So I brought like a bunch of stuff, so like everything's everywhere. Maybe it's in here. Let's see. That's loaded. Yeah, like literally, there's a bunch of stuff in here. But yeah, we met up, we talked makeup. She ordered stuff. Oh, this one's perfect. Alright, so we're doing a liquid lipstick in Sublime, which is a beautiful matte liquid lipstick. So I'm kind of scraping off any excess on the side of the tube. That way it's not overloaded. It doesn't get all like thick feeling. So you want to scrape off any excess. And then we're going to fill it in. When they first released this color, it was sold out in like a day. Because it's perfect. Boom. So we got that on. So she had a nice matte lip on. And then I think that was really it. It was very simple. This was mostly like what intrigued me the most. Maybe the blue could have been a little better than I picked. Let me see if I have my cynical color close by. I do. Let me try that color. Let me try that one, which is the pressed powders here. It's like similar but not similar. And again, always tap off any excess. That's a little better, because you don't want any fallout. Especially if you're the kind of person who does your foundation look before you do your eye look. You're going to hate yourself if you have fallout all over your foundation underneath. So. Excuse me. Alrighty, so there's Mandy Moore's look from the SAG Awards, which I loved. Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please share my video if you haven't already. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay. I'm going to upload this to YouTube now. I'm really good at that now. I'm starting to figure out YouTube. It's wonderful. Never thought I could. And also please invite your friends to like my page if you haven't already, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!